Hey, Bub, you know what my grave digger and this 850 both have in common?
What's that?
They're both broken. You guys not seen, we've been working on this 850 for, this is what, the third video on this thing now? We bought this thing, it was dead, completely dead. It's missing a bunch of parts. We picked it up off a semi-trailer with a big wrecker truck and a crane, drug it in the shop. Been going through all kinds of things. This thing was cannibalized, to say the least, from the military. It was missing several parts. Transmission block was out of it, lots of sensors. Hydraulic tank was opened up, and it had a final drive that's not real happy. I'll show you guys the outer cover after a bit, but this final drive, this outer housing is actually new, and I did not know any stuff, but the inner is the old part, so I think they put a new outer housing on it. This drive motor is not even connected. Again, it come in all just like this. So we noticed a couple broken bolts on this housing, so I said, well, we'll go ahead and take it off and see if we can fix it. But we pulled it off, and this is what the gears look like. So if you guys watched the first video, you've seen us pull this outer final drive housing off. You guys can see these gears are missing teeth. This has been grinding inside that housing and all that good stuff, so I'm not sure what they've done. We're trying to play detective and put this thing back together. We did get it running in the last video. I got the hydraulics working. Still got a couple sensors we're waiting on to fix from John Deere. But we pretty much got all the oil leaks and stuff contained. So focus here, first off the bat, we're going to get this track busted apart. We do not know if this dozer moves back or forth or anything like that. It does run, as you guys seen in the last video. If you've not seen that stuff, there's links to those videos down below in the description, so make sure you go and check that out. But what we're going to tackle here first, we're going to have to get this thing off the ground. We're going to take the track apart right here, and well, we're going to have to lay that track back out, get the thing jacked up. Mason has been working on getting some bolts out of this final drive. These are the bolts that go in from the inside. We still got bolts on the outside. So once we get that track off there, we should be able to pull this thing out. So I actually have one of these sitting next door off another machine that we got out a few months ago. But yeah, it's going to be fun, especially when it doesn't run. So. Tell him to quit. All right, after a major... Oh
yeah, get the plug in it, hurry.
That's not going to fix it.
Yeah, well, keep extra in there.
I think it's got plenty of oil in it. After a little minor jack overhaul, we got it jacked up finally. Didn't your mama give you a knife?
No, it took it away after I broke it.
If Kevin was nice, he'd put air in it and jack it back up for you, see, but he's not nice.
I don't want it shooting out there and hurting somebody. Shoot your eye out, kid.
All right, we're gonna bust this track apart next. We had to get that off the ground far enough to clear the sprocket. We gotta get some pins in back there. You can pick up there first. So we got the grease fitting out of the track here. We're gonna get some slack out. Some grease has already come out already. We'll move that torch, Kevin. Let's go in between the rollers there. Alright, let's pick her up right there. That's good. Now let's let that down, Mason. And then you need to come in here, pick up right here. So we got the old master link right here, and somebody's been in here before. Those two bolts look right. That bolt looks right. That bolt does not look right.
Yeah, at least they went with Lawson.
Hopefully they put a fine thread bolt in it, not a coarse thread.
Would you like to try it first?
Let's try it first. Let's see if it's gonna be a great day. Oh, they did get a fine thread bolt.
See?
The threads even look good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great day.
Use it.
So for some reason, whatever reason, they had a final drive failure, run without oil or something, and they just put this new shell on here, but they put all the old parts in it. None of this stuff's right. This is all loose, and I don't know what they done. But anyway, you guys see me, I just brought a new one over from the work. Well, I say new, it's got 195 hours on it, so.
You're ready, buddy.
Let's get a jack on that so we don't strip that out. There you go.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Got it, Mason?
Yep.
All right. We'll let this down. Who put the King Kong on this? I can't do it one-handed.
Mason's just an animal.
Mason's a man. I was gonna do it, show you people. Oh, you're a man.
I have two hands up.
Did you? Okay, now we just gotta pull track back. You know, that brake's already working. We probably could have spun the track. Possibly if we put air in that brake, but it's alright, we'll get it right. Nice looking old Ford truck. One of them Papal trucks. Mason, go bring the fork truck around. Or do you want to, you want me to try to pop it off or something, forklift?
Take notes, Mason. A highly skilled forklift operator at work. Oh, the precision. It's spinning. Did you see that? It spun.
Yeah. I can move that chain.
It would probably be best. Using that fork like an extension of his finger. Hey, you're not in the picture anymore. There, now you are.
Like Nat Geo Wild over here, you're like...
Somebody's got to do commentary. Okay, now you get to try to put it back on with the forklift.
So what are we doing here, Kevin?
Huh. I see Mason switched impacts because he needs a manly impact. He went for that one. Hi, friend.
You show him the carnage in here?
Hard work. Well, Clinton almost knocked the thing off. Yeah, look. Peanut butter jelly. That's good stuff, bud.
It's like tar.
So,
Yeah.
are we
You're
gonna
gonna give her the spin-a-rooney.
Watch your feet because it may fall off. Oh.
Yeah, it's usually not supposed to do that. That's definitely not.
How much more?
You're clear. You're clear.
We're clear?
Yeah.
Alright, we took those sprockets segments off, so we should build a slider straight out.
And then we'll really see some good stuff,
Then
won't
we
we?
need to take some bolts out back there, Mason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Hercules wouldn't get it, so we stepped up to what's next.
Well, we went to half to 3/4, and now we're up.
No, we just went from Hercules half to Beaver 1 inch. Because it's comparably the same. It's like 50 foot-pounds difference. So
I'm gonna break my wrist.
go ahead. Huh.
You want to strip bolt?
Don't worry, I got it all on camera.
You want to strip bolt?
Yeah. You got this, bub.
Oh yeah. I didn't bite the bullet yet.
There's
Should I just
still
do
6 more chances. Just keep your hands out of the way. Maybe break that one loose, but don't take it out. There, that's good. Now take
we're still on number 1.
there you go.
Oh my.
Huh. I think 1 was plenty. I think you just weren't holding your earthquake right.
All right, we'll turn back down to 1.
I don't want to see you fly out of here. Go ahead, bub. Ooh. Lucky for you. One wasn't tight.
No, I didn't torque that one.
Oh,
I broke her loose with the bar.
that's good.
Ooh, I about ate it.
Good news is anything wild happens, we can always send it to AFE and get like, what is it, like $10,000 or something now?
Huh.
Get her, bub. That's good.
Yeah.
Now we get a forklift under it and get her up out of there.
Go up a little bit, Kevin. What's you need over there, Mason? Whoa, don't go down. Now you just gotta put one back on. Be careful, that piece might just...
We could probably sell that like slightly used or something, could we?
We might rebuild it one day, you never know. You know how much that is new from John Deere?
Look, somebody was just in here with marker.
Oh. So this piece is like $24,000, the whole. A good used rebuilt one's like 14, 15,000. Craziness.
Looks like it.
All right, we got our used final drive. This one has 195 hours on it. It actually came out of that parts tractor. You guys have seen me yank parts off that thing before. But we're going to get this dude all cleaned up. We've got to get a couple sprocket segments off to clear this here again. And got to get all prepped up, I think. So the other one was able to turn because we had the planetary gears out of it. So these have a brake. This is a parking brake right in there. There's some disc and stuff in there. So the brake applies when the machine's off and there's no oil pressure to it. And it takes like 300 pounds of oil pressure or so to release them. That way we can turn that and get that lined up. So probably what we'll do, I actually can put shop air in there. We have about 180 pounds of shop air. I've got a hose that will fit on there. We can energize this with shop air and we should be able to loosen that up. So the dump truck's just a flying. You got purple stuff and I got purple stuff. So we put purple power. So we put Loctite 515 on there. The book says you're supposed to use high strength red Loctite. That's quite not the same thing, but we feel good about it. On the mating surfaces, I don't know why. So there's probably some technical reason, but I'm sure this is going to be just fine. Anyway, you got that coated good, Bubby.
I'm telling you, it's gonna squirt.
All right, this is going to be one royal pain in the butt. You know, there's a reason why they didn't hook that drive motor back up, right?
Because it didn't line up.
It's a pain in the butt.
Lori will help us.
All right. Mason left us. Did get a couple sprocket teeth off here. And I found these super long guide bolts. We can guide you right in. You like that?
Dude.
This is what smart mechanics do. That's me and you.
Oh.
We're just not YouTube mechanics.
I didn't feel that one coming from my side of the fence.
Oh. Let's see how good of a fork truck driver you are. Alright, we got her in there. We got all the outside bolts in. These things have inside bolts too. I've got most of those in, but we got a block of wood under there, so Kevin's gonna snug this thing up a little bit. I'm gonna break that. And we'll get that snugged up a little bit and then we'll try to slam this pump in here. It's going to be fun to say the least. I don't know if you guys can see down here, but I hooked up this air hose into the brake housing. So I'm going to throw air into this. And I don't know if you guys heard that click. That's the brakes releasing. And if Kevin has big strong muscles, this should turn, right? Oh. I need a man.
Oh. There it goes.
It's turn now if we have enough air. You mean a pry bar? I thought you were a man.
No, I told you, if you're looking for a man, you better go down the road.
Did you leave your man card at home today?
Yeah. I'm feeling
There
something
she
sick.
goes. There she goes. She's been in her home for a while. Whoopi put an 1 3/16 socket in this here super sweet Harbor Freight.
Oh,
do you see that?
I didn't know it was a baton.
Switchblade.
That's
Put
like
that
police
socket on there.
officers hit me with one of them things.
Well, We get Officer Hoover to go up here one day with a baton and he'll test it out and a taser. And
I done told you, if he comes over here, he uses his taser.
Hey, you're supposed to tighten the bolts, but hey, that works. Look at that. Now you got a rotating final drive. I knew you wasn't a man, need some leverage.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, that's just one part of the equation. We gotta get this motor up in here and lined up. Well, you can see we've got a floor jack down here, we got a porta power there, we've got a forklift tied to the back part. I'm trying to get the thing to kick around. Those hoses are holding it something fierce. Well, that was just a couple seconds on YouTube. What 2 hours later? Finally got that stupid drive motor pushed back up in there. The problem is, if I take a final drive off, I block those motors up where they sit, so they stay there, don't move. Whoever pulled that one off, just let it go and fly and do whatever. So the hoses all had weird memory in them, so I had to end up taking those high pressure hoses off, get those loose, and we finally got it up in there, didn't we? My arms are sore, I know that.
Me too.
What are we doing now? Filling the final drive up? Yeah. The fluid? You can do something.
Oh, it's the Jeep. Somebody's beatboxing out here. I was distracted.
Oh, we're going to get, that's a Jeep. YouTube's going to flag us, demonetize us.
Oh, boy.
We're going to fill this inner and outer final drive up. We're probably going to start the thing up. Hopefully it moves. We got to put that other sprocket segment on there. I don't know. Better. We got to get our track on there before the end of the day because we can't shut our door, Bubby.
Day 32. That's good. It moves. Hi, Bob. It moves. That's right. Now we'll put the last sprocket on.
All right, we're back at it again this morning. Kevin and Mason's getting that track stretched back out. What we're going to do, we're going to try to hook on the front of the track right here. Pull this all the way back around to the sprocket. They're a lot easier to hook up on a sprocket. We could do it up there, but it should work out just fine. Good. Mason, you got the poopy coming out. too much track.
Oh, Bob.
Nobody move. Why don't you get engine A socket, Mason?
Toes out of the way. Come down, Mason. Toes out of the way.
Well, we got a final drive and a track on, Mr. Kevin. Mason's up here putting some armrest in. I've been put a couple of sensors in, one an EGR sensor you guys watched the last video, and a new brake charge sensor. So they seem to be working without the engine running. They're reading right. We got this nice $375 5 3/4 inch pipe from John Deere. It does not look around. They wanted to send it back, but you know what Randy told them? We had a magical guy that would make it round again.
Huh. I'm a dip.
I just want to know why they use such an oddball sized pipe that you can't find anywhere.
So that you can come back and back and back.
I think they'd like put it in a box or something, or wrap it, or
That kind of money, it should come in a case.
you'd think so, wouldn't you? I get a little carried away here. About the only thing the Harbor Freight Crescent Wrench is good for, and you know it. You know it. These things are junk. Look out.
Yeah,
You can't deny it. That's fine. We'll go put this thing on.
Ain't gonna hurt it.
Hey bub, what's all these bolts for?
Not even important.
Okay. Put those down there.
Must be
Hey,
side
whoa,
shields.
whoa. Notice I gave you the ratchet wrench, it won't fit on there. You better go the right way there, Bubby.
I don't put metric bolts on nothing.
This is pretty boring. Wish I got impact. Are you gonna
Hold
it?
Go in there. There we go. See, this is friendship. You, me, working together, hard, like a team.
I think we'd have all these super sweet power tools and we'd just get it impacted.
I like the way you're doing this, so you're doing pretty good.
We're getting close though. I don't want to get it too tight because you guys are probably going to take it back off when you make it beautiful again, right?
Yes.
Like that?
Yes, good job.
Mr. Mason's cleaning what windows I do have left. I'm missing 3 right now at the moment.
What windows you do have left?
Oh boy, oh boy. Well,
Mason, I would like to have one of those.
we're getting close. Topped off all the fluids. We're going to do kind of final check over. Then we're going to pull it up. We need to adjust the tracks a little bit. Hopefully it drives out that door here in a few minutes. Should we show everybody what Mason did? Mason, why did you put that hose under my blade?
I did. Yeah. See how you did that? Why did you put the hose?
I'll blame it on you, Mason, because I think I told you to put the hoses up. And
Yeah.
that's what we'll say.
We're going with that.
All right, we got everything taken grease, all the fittings. Got some bolts in, some parts and pieces. Mason's got my windows looking pretty and clean. We're ready to see if it moves.
Well, it's gonna move, bub.
You think so?
Be pushing dirt.
Well, that's our plan. If it does work, we're gonna make sure these tracks are good. This one's getting towards the loose side here. When all's working, we'll put some fuel in it and go shove some dirt with it. You taking bets if it's gonna work?
No.
No.
No, there's no betting today.
It's
Okay.
wanting to do the NASCAR effect.
Oh.
It's not reading any RPM, so we'll
Okay. We better fix
change
that.
that and hope that fixes it.
Here we go.
You had Mason all excited yesterday with the big beaver. I was editing the.
Oh, he's wound up, bub.
Yeah,
He's wound up.
about
You got to watch him.
it. He was smiling.
He gets excited with the beaver.
Where do you think that dirt's from? 'Cause it's not from Indiana.
Kind of sandy.
This is the reason I went this way. It is kind of sandy. Like,
Oh, glassy too.
well, that's a good spot to put the speed sensor in right here. This is a carnage after a Dozer does not run. What a mess. What a mess. So these motors have a speed sensor in each one of them. We had a code for it and I cleaned the end out, but they're famous for going bad. Did you know what? I've got some in stock. See, I put this camera up here in my way so they could see you work. And I can't do it.
See.
That's how that works. You want me to pull on the ratchet?
Yeah.
There you go. I did it for you.
Thank you. No, we're showing teamwork is what we're doing.
Teamwork. That's what we do here at CDC Equipment. Mason, you're interrupting our video.
About teamwork.
I'm going to unplug this here speed sensor. You can put that cover on the other side too.
Now,
Let me get the other one over here close because there's going to be oil Bass City.
I see that. I think this is my turn to.
Hang on. She popped out. Let me get this one turned the right way. Okay.
We're ready?
Mm-hmm.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
She didn't go. Premature.
Wiggle jiggle.
Premature.
You need more pry bar action?
There you go. Okay. Ready? 1,
Yep.
2, 3.
Oh, where's mine? Hey, Mason, you got any paper towels for your friend Kevin? Fell out.
Oh, Bob.
Gosh, dang it.
No, Bob. Get in there. I said I'm bleeding out.
I went to get a bolt because it's not lined up right. Now I got oil all over my hands.
I'd go under there, but I'm afraid it's going to fall back out on me.
I think I got a half thread in it. Does that make you feel safe?
Yeah. So now we're going to be all better, right?
Well, as long as we don't have a wiring issue. If not, we're going to start chasing wires.
Oh.
Most people would have tested for voltage, but 95% of the time it's always a sensor in it.
Okay. But you know how good we are at hitting 5%, right?
Yeah, it is Friday. There you go.
The Friday 5% time.
Okay. Did I blind you?
Feels like the sun.
This it's a snap-on sun. Just turn off light. So here's the speed sensor, so you guys can see that. It's all dirty now because Kevin dropped it on the floor. So there's a tone, there's a ring inside those funnel, or the drive motors that send RPM up to the transmission controller, and if they don't read, it'll act all funky. Are we ready to try that? That's what happens when you don't tighten up your ground cable. We have a little sparky.
Looks like some liquid.
Well, you never know when you have to yank the battery cable off on your first startup. We're beyond that situation now. You know Kevin's just staring you down right now,
Yep, I can tell.
making him all awkward and he's smiling.
Would you like to tell the world what you're doing today, Mason?
Oh,
No, I think they already know.
Oh. You're doing
this
a
guy
great
just
job.
sent me a message, and I've never seen this kind of language.
Huh.
Look at this.
He says I want to be your friend.
Look at all that writing. Is that Egyptian?
I don't know there, bub.
Huh.
Does he want to buy your truck?
My lawnmower.
Oh, your lawnmower.
Tracked lawnmower. I'm
Oh.
not gonna let Mason run it.
Oh,
He's not worthy.
oh, Bob.
I'd sink it in the mud.
Okay, I think we're ready now. How does that make you feel? We almost got it out of the shop. Oh, okay. Bye-bye! We'll see you later! Please don't come back in here! Oh, look at the sand. Oh, the sun's coming out.
running it. I think it's all good. First time pushing dirt. This thing come in on a Monday. This is Friday now. You guys watched the first video. It's come a long ways. You think we'd have it running in 3 or 4 days?
Oh yeah, Bob.
It come a long way from what it was, for sure. Well, I'm gonna keep an eye on the temperatures and pressures and run it here for a couple hours. I got a lot of dirt to move. I'll probably run it some more this weekend, but I don't have no glass. It's gonna get hot. You're gonna go paint some yellow, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get after it and we'll see how she does. I've been running a couple minutes, noticed the track bolt loose, or we got one loose and one missing. We're gonna get that replaced. I got a little bit of oil seeping up here, a couple valves. They're not tight. Mason went to go get me a track bolt. Seems really strong. I'm gonna keep running it. Make sure there are no leaks. Get her good and warm. No blow by. Looking good, looking good. Been running here for probably an hour or so. Got it all warmed up good. We're going to check some temperatures. .194 in the coolant. Transmission's at 156, hydraulics 103. Alright, so what I'm going to do, the thing is, it's running good and everything. It's pulling to the right just a little bit. You remember we put all those new parts and sensors and all that stuff in there. Those potentiometers, so all that needs calibrated now. So I'm gonna go, we're gonna hold this menu button here down here for 5 seconds. There's a full video on how to calibrate these things. If you go back about 1.5 years on my channel, you can watch it. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all that. So, but I'm gonna calibrate it. So hopefully what that does, that's gonna calibrate all the sensors, hydraulic pumps, and hopefully make it drive straight again. So it's pretty much going to walk us through everything it wants to do. If there is a sensor out of whack or something, it's going to let us know and we'll have to go adjust that. So, alright, it was not happy about that. I shut it off in the middle of calibration. I believe we got some steering sensors we need to adjust. I didn't want to go through with it because a lot of times it'll lock you out where you can't drive anymore. It cuts it down to 1.5. It's not a huge deal right now. I want to keep on running it more and make sure we don't have anything else major pop up. And then if everything's good, I'll probably take it back over to the shop. We'll have to go through some books and stuff like that and adjust some sensors. So, but we'll probably do that later on here. So. Well, all is good. Got a couple little issues. I'll show you guys here in a second, but machine push is excellent. Everything seems to be working really well. Don't have any major leaks or anything. I've been running it for about 2 hours now, pushing pretty hard. You guys seen some video of that. Me touching hydraulic cylinders here, so I don't know if you guys can see in the video there, but the blade is drifting off real slow. I'll pick it up here. Guys, watch that thing, that shadow's gonna disappear, but it's just falling down on its own. I'm not doing anything with it. It's gotten worse the hotter it's got. I noticed as soon as we took it out of the shop, it was creeping real slow. You guys can see it's going down. I'm just wondering, could be a couple different things, about 3 different things, but when we first got that tractor, that cylinder is all unhooked over there. I just wonder, maybe there's an issue with that, bypassing or something like that, but who knows? I'm gonna drive it back over to the shop, check these temperatures again. Not had a single code at all come up, which is awesome. 188 on the engine's been sitting there about 2 minutes. All looks good. Transmission's 146. Hydraulics 157. All that stuff is good. I'll head back over here to the shop. Look what some super fan sent us. All right, made it back here in the shop. The Dozer did good overall. We got a couple of issues with it. We got that blade that's seeping off because Kevin probably didn't tighten the line up. Don't be mean to Tucker. Just because Mason's not here doesn't mean pick on Tucker. Anyway.
Okay, what are these? How do you even use these?
Those are Harbor Freight Nip-X something wannabes. You guys keep interrupting my videos.
What? Cut it. There we go. That's what I mean.
That's not what you need.
Yeah, I don't know which way I'm going.
Anyway, we got the hydraulic issue to look at. You guys know I tried to calibrate it up there and it was not happy. We got some voltages we got to adjust on some sensors. Tucker's working on the AC, but that's all going to be in the next video. Because this one's getting drawn out. Because Tucker and Kevin wiggle it back and forth. I'm trying to close this video. You guys keep interrupting me.
Sorry.
I got interrupted by Mason while going the lawnmower. I had to shut that video down. I never do more than 1 or 2 takes. Ever.
It's stuck on there. I'm just going to break it off.
Anyway, we got good bones here, don't we? Not like Captain Kleeman's Baco good bones, but that's what he named it when I told him it had good bones. We got better bones than good bones anyway. Well, yeah, she's a very solid dozer. All the temperatures throughout everything stayed cool. Transmission, hydraulic, engine stayed where they should. Good pressures and all that stuff. So I'm very pleased with it. We just got to knock out that hydraulic issue, steering sensor, and we got a lot of little odds and ends, AC, glass, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I think Kevin's going to work his magic on it. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out the next video coming out on this thing. It should be looking a whole lot different later on, so I'm going to take it back out there and push a lot more dirt with it too and make sure she's super solid. So, but you guys like the video, do us a big favor, hit that thumbs up button down below. It helps us out tremendously. You guys got any comments, any stuff, drop them down below. If you guys want to see some more technical stuff on adjusting steering sensors and stuff like that, make sure you stick around for the next video because I'm going to show you guys some of that stuff. So we appreciate each and everybody watching, and we'll catch you next time. All right, guys, you're still here with me. I'm just curious if you guys caught the issue with the undercarriage here. I actually did not catch it till I was watching this video here. So if you guys see what the issue is, drop it down in the comments below. I'm just curious if anybody else caught it. So we're probably going to end up fixing it in the next video. So make sure you're subscribed and so you don't miss out.